Welcome to the Madison Miller Podcast Special Edition Series, where I preview and predict every NCAA Men's College Basketball Conference Tournament, and this is the 5th of 31 that I'm doing, and this was the Patriot League Tournament podcast, where I preview and predict the Patriot League Tournament. The first round is Wednesday, the quarterfinals Saturday, the 6th, the semifinals Wednesday the 10th, and the championship Sunday the 14th, which is indeed Selection Sunday. So without further ado, here we go. We're going to start with the first round on Wednesday, March 3rd. You have the 9-seeded Loyola Maryland against 8-seeded Holy Cross. Loyola 4-10 on the year, and Holy Cross is 5-11 on the year. The Patriot League, by the way, the only two teams that played non-conference games, Army and Navy. So Lehigh, Holy Cross, American, Loyola Maryland, Bucknell, Lafayette, Boston University, and Colgate all played conference-only schedules. So again, Holy Cross, 5-11 on the season, Loyola Maryland, 4-10 on the season. My projections for this, Loyola Maryland by 3, total 145, and therefore I advanced Loyola Maryland in my projected tournament bracket. And then the other matchup, which will be 7 p.m. Eastern Time on Wednesday night, 10-seeded Lehigh against 7-seeded Boston University. Lehigh 4-10 on the year, Boston University 6-10 on the season. My projection line, BU by 6.5, total 145. Therefore, Boston University to the quarterfinals. All right, quarterfinals Saturday, March 6th at 12 noon. The winner of Loyola Holy Cross against Navy. Therefore, my projection would be Loyola, and my projected line is Navy by 15.5. And again, with totals, I don't project totals in further rounds, with a couple exceptions, which obviously are teams that have byes that are facing each other in that round. For example, Bucknell, Lafayette, Army, and American, which we'll get to. But yeah, my projection for Loyola Maryland and Navy is Navy by 15.5, therefore Navy to the semifinal. Next up, 2 o'clock Eastern on Saturday, quarterfinal, 6-seeded Bucknell against 3-seeded Lafayette. Bucknell 4-6 on the year, Lafayette 9-5 in the year, and by the way, Navy 15-2 on the year and 12-1 in conference play. Lafayette I project as a 6-point favorite in the total of 150, therefore Lafayette to the semifinal. 3 o'clock Eastern Time, you have number 5-seeded American against number 4-seeded Army. American 4-5 on the year, Army 11-8 on the year, 7-7 in conference play. My projection for this is American by a half, total 141.5. Therefore, American onto the semifinal. And last but not least, 7 o'clock Eastern, you have 7-seeded Boston University against number 2-seeded Colgate. I project Colgate by 11.5. Therefore, Colgate to the semifinals. All right, the semifinals, you have, I project number 5 American against number 1 seeded Navy. My line, Navy by 13, therefore Navy to the championship. And 3-seeded Lafayette against 2-seeded Colgate. I project Colgate by 7, therefore Colgate to the championship. And then the championship on Sunday, March 14th, which would be Selection Sunday. Number 2-seeded Colgate against number 1-seeded Navy. My projection, Colgate by a half. I think that Colgate's the team that goes dancing this year, led by Jordan Burns. So give me Colgate to the big dance to represent the Patriot League Tournament. So there you have it, my Patriot League Tournament predictions. Next up, I'll have the Atlantic 10 Conference Tournament predictions, which is going to be a fun podcast to project for sure. And hope you guys are enjoying this little series I have going so far.